All right, picture this. You are sitting at your desk, sipping cold coffee, when suddenly you are hit by the overwhelming urge to become the next Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, or, dare I say, that guy who invented the pool noodle. Before you know it, you are Googling how to be a successful entrepreneur at 2 o'clock in the morning while simultaneously watching a cat play the piano on another tab. Relax, you entrepreneurial daredevil. You have just stumbled on the only video that will explain 5 proven ways to become a wildly successful entrepreneur, using a combination of cutting-edge science, practical advice, and jokes so sharp they could slice through your business plan. Let us blast off. First things first, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you need to develop the mindset of a slightly delusional optimist. I am talking about the kind of person who looks at a half-built IKEA bookshelf and thinks, I am pretty sure I can turn this into a spaceship. Psychologists call this growth mindset. It is the opposite of, oh well, guess I am doomed thinking. Research from Carol Dweck at Stanford shows that people who believe they can improve with effort are way more likely to persevere, learn from failure, and ultimately succeed. So, the next time you hit a business roadblock, do not throw your laptop out of the window. Instead, channel your inner Thomas Edison, who basically invented the light bulb by failing upwards approximately 1,000 times. If you want to win, you need to believe that failure is not your enemy. It is your slightly annoying but incredibly effective personal trainer. The kind who yells at you to do more sit-ups, but for your brain. Tip number 2. Get obsessed with solving real problems, not just making money. I know, you are thinking, but money can buy so many tacos. True, but research shows the most successful entrepreneurs start with a burning desire to fix something that really bugs them or helps others. Think of it like being the Sherlock Holmes of everyday life, but instead of solving murder mysteries, you are solving the mystery of why your phone charger breaks every 2 months. Sarah Blakely invented Spanx because she could not find comfortable underwear, not because she wanted to become a billionaire, though that part worked out nicely. If your business idea is just, I want to get rich, you are playing the wrong game. Find the itch that annoys you and a bunch of other people, scratch it with a product or service, and the money is more likely to follow. Bonus points if you can do it without inventing another useless gadget that will end up in the back of someone's kitchen drawer, right next to the banana slicer. Moving swiftly along to tip number 3, learn how to actually talk to humans. I know, shocking, right? You thought entrepreneurship was all about being the lone wolf genius with a standing desk and 7 whiteboards. Wrong. The most successful founders are communication ninjas. They listen, they persuade, and they can explain their ideas in ways that even your grandma would understand. I am talking about building relationships with customers, partners, investors, your pet goldfish. Okay, maybe not the goldfish, but you get the point. Harvard Business Review found that entrepreneurs who build strong social networks, get feedback, and ask for help are dramatically more likely to survive and thrive. So, put down your phone, look people in the eye, and practice explaining your idea without using jargon or sounding like you swallowed a business textbook. If you can make a 6-year-old and a 96-year-old both say, I get it, you are halfway to your first million. Now for tip number 4, which I like to call embrace chaos like a toddler in a mud puddle. Being an entrepreneur means uncertainty is your new best friend. Plans change, markets shift, your fancy website crashes at midnight for no reason, and suddenly you are on the phone with customer service reciting your mother's maiden name just to reset your password. The best entrepreneurs are not the ones with the most detailed 10-year plans. They are the ones who can pivot faster than a cat avoiding a bath. Studies in business agility show that the ability to adapt, iterate, and let go of what does not work is what separates the legends from the statistics. Think about Netflix. They started out mailing DVDs. Remember those shiny things called discs? Now they are streaming Squid Games into your brain. If Reed Hastings had insisted on sticking with his original model, we would all still be waiting 3 days for our movies to arrive in the post. Be ready to throw out your old playbook, and maybe even invent a new sport altogether. All right, if you are still with me and have not started a side hustle selling motivational coffee mugs yet, it is time for the final tip. Number 5. The not-so-secret ingredient: relentless execution. This is not the part where you need to work 100 hours a week until your only friend is your office plant. It is about consistently taking action, even if it is imperfect, awkward, or completely terrifying. You know that feeling when you stare at a blank page and think, maybe I should alphabetize my sock drawer instead? Ignore it. Research from successful founders shows that execution is what turns ideas into empires. Amazon was not the first online bookstore, but Jeff Bezos was the first to obsessively improve and expand, even when nobody was paying attention. Perfectionism is for people who never finish anything. Progress is for people who ship products, launch services, test, tweak, repeat, and yes, sometimes fail in public. Do not be afraid to look silly. That is how you learn, grow, and eventually win. So let us zoom out for a second and recap. If you want to crush it as an entrepreneur, you need to think like an optimistic failure embracer. Solve real problems people actually care about. Talk to humans in a way that makes sense. Become best friends with chaos and execute like a caffeinated squirrel on a mission. Notice how none of these tips involve buying a Lamborghini or posting pictures of yourself pretending to read business books on Instagram. That is because real entrepreneurship is less about flexing and more about fixing, connecting, adapting, and taking action. Plus, the occasional ugly cry at 3 o'clock in the morning, but we will save that for the behind-the-scenes reel. The best part? You do not need to have all the answers before you start. You just need to start, keep learning, and keep going, even when your brain is telling you to run away and join the circus instead. Every legendary entrepreneur, from Steve Jobs to the inventor of the slap chop, started out as someone with a crazy idea, an internet connection, and an embarrassing number of browser tabs open at once. The only difference is they took action while everyone else was still thinking about it. So, here is your mission, should you choose to accept it. Find a problem that bugs you enough to want to fix it. Talk to people about your idea. Take small steps, and do not be afraid to fail spectacularly along the way. Remember, success is not a straight line. It is more like a roller coaster built by a committee of caffeinated squirrels with a loose understanding of physics. Hold on tight, laugh at the bumps, and keep moving forward. If you laughed, learned something new, or just realized you have been holding your phone upside down this whole time, make sure to drop your wildest business ideas in the comments below. Let us see if we can find the next pool noodle. Smash that subscribe button and join the XQ family, where we make genius-level knowledge so funny and fast you might accidentally learn something. Remember, success loves action, progress loves persistence, and XQ loves you for watching. Now get out there and make your entrepreneurial dreams so real, even your future self will want your autograph.